This is a different one. This is Nexus Point Zenith. We didn't do this one yet. Oh, this is Lothraxion losing his marbles. Lothraxion.
Put all of Silvermoon in danger. This isn't worth the risk.
We must kill them all. Every void creature must be extinguished. The light will burn them from this world and the next. He's going crazy. I kind of want to use Intervene just so I can move around faster. Why am I so slow? This is where I need, need the High Mountain charge. Remember, warrior brothers, one of the main things we're gonna have to do is get in the habit of just pressing sweeping strikes in between packs. It's that kind of button now. You just press it in between packs. Battle shout, sweeping strikes all the time. I probably should actually just change my mind for battle shout to like my sweeping strikes, so I just press all the time. Because you'll chew through your stacks in AoE situations, but there's no like buff duration for it anymore, I don't think, as far as I can tell. You just press it. Is this a boss? What's going on here? That's got some mechanics, huh? Yeah, we didn't do this dungeon yet either. This is part of like a story thing, but I selected to do it with like followers, and then it just like auto-completed it. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, that's cool. Boosh. Cutting them down. It's not the beta where you can create a character level 90? Almost certainly, yeah. I imagine for raid testing, you'll probably be able to do that. And I bet there will eventually be like a PvP, like, you know, just pre-made guy that you can make too for testing PvP stuff. And I think the leveling is kind of a fun experience, and like, this is my favorite thing, is like, in the very beginning, where your characters just benefit from just doing everything. You just always get stronger. It's really fun.
Stay away from my work.
Yeah. I feel like in normal dungeons, the bosses also have this like period of time like where they don't take damage. Reflux charge. What does that do? What happens to me? Standing in ley line array causes the charge to overload. Oh, okay, here we go.
A good Korite always has his tools.
There you go. Just some of that.
My power output is peaking.
He's peaking. Boom.
My job isn't
Sliced. Again, I have not played Fury yet, but I will. And right now, it's, I mean, which one is currently better is like, one of them probably does more damage than the other, but at the same time, it's like,
realize I was right.
just gotta play whatever you want, you know?
Has been clouded by the void, as it always
You're
does.
eating some chili cheese Pringles, oh my gosh. Getting your Pringle on, dude. Any plans to make Fury need one two-hander weapon? Let's just duplicate it when wielding? I don't think so. I mean, would you mind that if you just didn't get the stats from both weapons? I think it's kind of cool to give two weapons as Fury and then benefit from it. But yeah, maybe if they just decided to make it so that you didn't get two stats or two weapons worth of stats, maybe. Chop them up, boys. Dude, I'm about to try action like targeting for Colossus. I don't feel like it doesn't really matter like what you hit. Just need to hit something. I don't think there's any mechanics for like stacking damage by continuing to attack the same target as Colossus. It's just an AoE machine. I always try action targeting and I never really stick with it. Never like it that much. I could try it though. I wonder what it looks like. The new UI too. Just target whatever's close to me and let me just smack, you know? You guys ever use that feature? I feel like it's okay. What's action targeting? It tries to target things that are like in front of you based off of like where your character is and what you're looking at. Like an action combat game kind of. It'll frequently like switch targets like way too much for my preference though. Or especially something that I'm not trying to hit. I think it's gonna like move around too much. But I want it to like just let me smack whatever's in front of me. Just it doesn't really matter what it is in front of me, just hit it, you know? Do you like it? Avatar and Blades from the same note, Fury's range. It is, yeah. Yeah, Fury, for a second there, had Avatar when Arms didn't, and now it's like Slayer Fury will not have Avatar, whereas Slayer Arms does, and it's like, They kind of like switched roles there. I'm not really sure how to feel about that one either. Definitely a little odd, you know? But we'll see. Again, I'm kind of in a let him cook attitude about all this stuff right now. I think the choice between Odin's Fury and Bladestorm made a little more sense, but then they put Odin's Fury as like the main thing that Fury's set bonus interacts with, so then it's like kind of odd if you don't have access to like the main node or the main ability for your set bonus because you're playing Slayer and you need Bladestorm for your thing to function. So it's like, then not having Avatar is kind of awkward. If it wasn't a Forever Alliance player, I'd be a Torrent. Yeah, that's kind of how I am, except I am playing some Torrent right now. I'm not using Battlefield Commander at the moment. I think for PvE you probably could though, but I don't know. I'm just using Last Stand. Yeah. I don't need to be leaping on top of my spear like that. I'm just spamming the button. It's the habit of spamming. So what are the mechanics here? Guys kind of just getting dusted at the moment. It is very interesting having Avatar on anger management. Doesn't always line up though, still. Okay though. Ooh.
You got the last
230
card.
with Indestructible. Haze versus okay. I think I like the crit mastery better though. I like them big ol' Colossus crits right now. Last Stand is better, I think. It auto procs when you brought below 20% health, and you increase your maximum health by 30%, and instantly heal yourself for that amount as well. So it's kind of crazy. Like it's a low health 30% heal. But more than 30% because you're increasing your health by 30% and then healing for that amount. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. And I'll use it in PvE too. Because I also don't want to die in PvE. But yeah, for, you know, like you get stunned in a go and then you heal, then you like, you know, live. But it's a 4-minute cooldown. But it's still, you know, a pretty powerful defensive. Oh yeah, they are cooking. The warrior devs are cooking. There's a couple things that they're like experimenting with. I think that Fury thing is still kind of something that they're experimenting with. But I'm trusting the vision. But yeah, Fury still needs a little work. I think Arms has been pretty dang like cool for a while now. Arms looking good. Gonna try arms now? Yeah, I mean, honestly, playing some arms in retail right now will kind of prepare you, because really, like, the specs have not changed a whole lot. The talent's a little bit, yeah, but... Is it face away from each other, or just no? I'm gonna go this way. And they're charging us?
You will see the light's wrath.
I'm kind of getting a little bit of damage taken here.
You will see the
It's gonna be a big mortal strike. Didn't even get to hit him with it. That's all right. Later, Lithoraxian. Later, bro. Where's the loot? Where's the loot? PH. Oh, nice. I've never seen that before. What do we do? Where'd the loot at? Who's gone? Whatever. GG, that was a cool dungeon. Oh, and another new one. Oh my goodness. Another new dungeon. Haven't done this one before either. This is very cool. Hey, Tribe, thanks so much for that Prime, man. Big flex for you, pumping us up. Thank you, dude. They add percent numbers. You can do that, by the way. I just have chosen not to, but you can.
The terrace holds what we require to gain entry to the Void Storm. The Cynosure of Twilight.
That is a setting. Okay, so this is Magister's Terrace. Oh, okay. This is another one of those dungeons that you could do as a quest, but I just said, I'll do it with followers, and then instead of having me do it with followers, it just, like, completed it. And I was like, okay. Alright, that works.
Warned, Umbric. The terrace is forever closed to you.
Oh,
now
dang.
leave before...
Umbric has been excommunicado. Oh! I'm telling you, man. I know that Hinkle was a little bit concerned about tanks and stuff, bro. Like, the amount of damage that I take from these mobs versus the amount of damage the tanks take is very different. Tanks are definitely still very powerful defensively. I think the issue that he was concerned about was recovery. This is interesting. Stealth! I want to do stealth stuff. Now, did they pull a bunch of them if we, is this because we're not stealthing very well? I'm not a very stealthy creature. Well, I could be led. I could be led through this place. Padding the meats? Yomada! Welcome back, bro. 98 months. What the heck, man? What a run, dude. We'll keep it going, man. Thank you so much, and welcome back. Big flex for you, pumping us up with it, man. Thank you, dude. I legit might have to go horde for the first time, play Tauren Warrior. I'm right there with you, dude. I'm kind of feeling it. I don't know if I'd make my main horde. I don't know. I'm really feeling the Tauren Warrior right now. I'm right there with you, man. Is there a reason why we're unable to let her rip here?
To keep me out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I feel like the action targeting is just freaking me out a little bit. How did I get knocked back? I was demolishing. Cut them down. Yeah, the Tauren animations just look so good as arms. They're probably okay as Fury too, but yeah, look how many times it's changing targets there. I think it's because I just move around too much.
I seem to be...
Doesn't necessarily do what I want it to do either. What I want it to do is just kind of... What is this? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we can't let him have those, huh? Yeah.
A crude solution, but
230?
the Cynosure should be just ahead.
Huge. Yeah, big gains. Let me turn this back off. I always do this. I always try it, and then I'm like, nah. Nah. I'm in there, boys. Rend the world. But when this guy decides to park it somewhere, we'll let it rip. We'll let her rip with the cleave. I can war stomp all those shields off. I tried. I don't think it worked. I tried though. Some big old heroic strikes. A couple abilities hit for 100k. Heroic strike is one of them. Demolish definitely does. Mortal strike definitely does. It's gnarly. Arm still has Blade Storm? Yeah. I'm playing Ravager because in PvE, Colossus just doesn't really make very good use of Blade Storm. It was good when you got Unhinged, but now Unhinged is Slayer only. What is Riddick Mark gonna do to me?
I am unrelenting.
So, yeah.
Speak no more.
Oh, I see. Hold on, I have to click something? What was I able to interact with there? Is that up there? Bap. Now.
You shall not.
I don't know what the mechanic is there.
Help me remove the wards around the Sinister.
Weird. Cool though. How's Ignore Pain? I'm actually not using Ignore Pain right now for dungeons, but I was using it while leveling. It was pretty good. Felt okay. Hold on, what now? My favorite moment this expansion story arc? Which one? Midnight? Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to the story. Not really. Not too much. I like so far I like the prey system. Whatever that guy's got going on is an interesting story arc to me. He's like some kind of vampire dude, man. He's sketchy, but he's funny. Is that story related? It's like side story. Kind of a weird dude. Yeah, what the heck? What is silence gonna do? Sometimes silence, they make it so that you can't use any abilities, which is kind of strange. Yeah, like I care though. No, I can't rally and cry. I don't need no rally and cry. I don't need no rally and cry anyway. I do need sweeping strikes though. Oosh. Keep roasting. Just spine-shattering crits. I do like the new nameplates. They're alright. They're not showing me as much debuff information as I usually would see or like to see, but it's alright, I guess, huh? Like, I want to see my deep wounds and stuff too, but whatever. Yeah, it's not gonna stop you from mortal striking though, you know? That's some demooch. Get some Rens out too while we're at it. The big roasters. What is this? Gemellus. Got a little teeny tiny baby damage for this guy. Oh no! Yes. I was like, man, I want my demolish to hit. If it's 3 targets, I want to hit 3. I get to cleave now. Oh my gosh. That guy died instantly. Yeah, giving me 3 targets to hit is not a good strategy for that guy. Really, probably for anybody. It's like, oh nice. We just cleave this boss. Excellent. That little slam double tap combo animation is really saving cleave for me. Oosh. Like, isn't that neat? Like, Fury has Rampage, which is like a multi-part animation, but Arms has Demolish, and then it has this cleave slam combo. I think it's really cool. Just mopping up the room and just sweeping them up. Bap, bap. Sweeping them up. I have 4 stacks of this? I didn't know it went to 4 stacks. I did not know that. It goes to 4? Holy moly. For some reason, I only thought it stacked to 3. If you're like pumping, you can get 4 stacks of Master of Warfare, 12% armor pen, and 40% Mortal Strike and Cleave damage, and 40% Mortal Strike and Cleave crit damage. Wow. I did not know it went to 4. That's crazy. Kind of insane. That's nuts. 80% increased damage on Mortal Strike if it crits? Hello? I mean, you have to be like pumping to get it to that stack, but still. That's nutty. And not to mention how much other crit damage increases you have in your build. That means Mortal Strike's gonna be critting for like 150% extra damage. Like, or at least, yeah, I mean, in addition to whatever else it has, right? So it's like 250% damage?
What is that monstrosity?
That's wild. And awesome. So it's not critting, yeah, it's not critting for 100% extra damage. Oh wait, what the heck? It's gonna be critting for like 200%. Which is why I guess we're seeing like some crazy numbers sometimes in like a pack. There we go.
Done. We have our way into the void storm.
Yeah, that's craziness. I did not know that. Arms, Colossus Arms is even more insane than I thought.
For the near catastrophe.
Yeah, we're gonna hit like an absolute monster. They need to show Executioner's precision stacks in the UI. You can. It's this right here. It's this buff. It's actually a buff on you, rather than a buff on your character, or than the enemy now. Isn't that interesting? Okay, this is another really cool dungeon. All 3 of these are neat. All right.
This must be the fire Lila
Here we go.
spoke of. Sit.
This dungeon right here. This is the Pug Breaker right here.
But be ready. This is the lower of
The
war.
Pug Breaker
Whatever
dungeon.
he dreams of, we must complete the trial.
We'll see. This one has a lot of unique mechanics in it. Like there are a couple dungeons that are just like straight up normal dungeons, kind of like Windrunner Spire, and this one has like stuff going on. You can like use, I don't know, get some berries that you can like acquire different offerings, and you can fish up offerings. You can just click them out of like a bushel of apples or something, I think. Interesting. Just absolutely deleted that pack. Yeah, here's the bushels of apples. You can also fish up stuff. Kind of interesting. I know it's not just me, but yeah. Our group is kind of shredding. Just a heroic dungeon after all, but still. It's cool to feel your character's power scaling up, you know? But precision, yeah, precision is a buff that's on you now. It's not per mob. It's kind of cool. Get a sweeper. Come here. This guy's just hanging out, just collecting all them all them little apples and stuff. Yeah, Rend definitely just hits everything. That makes execute a little bit more of a sort of appealing button to press no matter what, right? You get the deep wound. Even for Colossus, you get the deep wound and you get the buff to make Mortal Strike it harder. Because execute itself doesn't always do that much damage, but just buffs all your stuff. And if you wanted a way to track it, you can do that with their UI. You have the like the cooldown manager, right? So when you go to the cooldown manager, didn't I have something to click? Yeah. You can set like weak aura to like track your buffs. I haven't set it all up yet. We were messing with that a little bit. I didn't want like some of it, but you can disable some of it too. But that is there. They're taking away add-ons to some extent, but then there's other add-ons that they've added, basically. Okay. And you don't really expect bosses to stay in your spear, but at the same time, it's like, oh, well then. That guy's really not staying in the spear. Pow. Ooh. Belt ski? Yup. We're getting huge. 220, that's a big boy. Rend now auto applies AoE. Well, not auto, but yeah, this ability. Well, Rend when I have rage to do it. It bleeds everything around you. It's a 6-second cooldown, costs 20 rage, but yeah, it rends everything. Watch. Everybody's rended. Rends for days. Pow. Alright, we're going towards the snowlands. Okay, I want to see how far I can walk over there without falling off. It looks like you can go pretty far, but I don't know. I don't know. Actually feel different to play? It does, yeah. Like, it feels very familiar because, like, your abilities are kind of the same. But it does feel different. It's weird. I feel like playing Fellowship for, like, one day changed, like, how I see things. It's very strange. I didn't play a ton of Fellowship, but I played a little bit. And now this, like this version of WoW is reminding me of, like, what Fellowship's trying to do. It's very interesting. I like Fellowship just fine, but this feels better than Fellowship, but still. It, like, gave me a different kind of perspective. Like, we're playing something new is what it feels like. It's neat. Yeah, Warriors are gonna be banging at midnight. But I think that, like, a lot of what Fellowship is trying to do is, like, gonna be present at midnight. Like, reducing add-on bloat, reducing, like, character ability bloat to an extent, so it's easier to just, like, log on and play something, especially with the help of the one-button rotation assistant, right? I think class design in WoW is definitely, like, something that inspired Fellowship, but definitely still feels better in WoW. But still, I think that Fellowship is something to keep our eye on. But I liked a lot of what Fellowship felt like, you know? Whereas, like, an MMO with some really interesting stuff, cool class progression and whatnot, it was just a little bit more simplified and easier to get into, and I think that's where Midnight is headed, and it feels really good to me. Let me get you out of there, buddy. And I am practicing my Colossus Arms Warrior. This is what I was most excited about playing, and I think I'm still excited about playing this. It continues to be really fun. It fits well with the dungeon blasting we're doing. And I think it's okay in PvP. I feel like Colossus, like the big demolish one-shots are definitely sick for PvP. I feel like a big part of Colossus is using cleave though, and you don't really use cleave in PvP. So that's gonna be a little bit awkward, but whatever. Yeah, demolish is just so fun to press, yeah. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the one-button rotation. I mean, it's just there to help people, like, learn a new class or chill and play if they want to or whatever. I'm personally fine with it. I don't use it, but if I was gonna play a new class, I had no idea what was going on, I think it'd be kind of fun to throw it on there. Like any alt, I'd probably, you know, chuck it on there a little bit just to kind of see what happens. If I really have no idea what's going on, like brand spanking new, yeah, definitely would just chuck it on there. Probably not use it forever, but yeah, I don't know. Is there a point to Thunderclap for arms now with Ren being multi-target? No, I think it's more for like Thane, Fury, and for Prot. Ooh, you have to have everybody click on that, huh? Interesting. So, we're gonna get some dudes out that we need to use, but I guess they're just, the boss is just dead. Okay. So he sploots out these little things. This is really interesting because this surface is slidey, which is new in WoW. We've had slidey surfaces before. I remember now with that spider boss in was it Shadowlands? Something like that. There's a slidey Spidey boss, and but then you get like little snow drifts to stand on. It's kind of interesting. I believe it counterintuitive because the context described be hinder you from learning the class in a way to press the one button. Well, like it tells you what buttons that you're pressing. So you would learn the rotation. You learn the burst rotation, AoE rotation, things like that. I mean, you could just always press the one button rotation and you'd probably do okay damage. It comes with the GCD penalty, but I bet the GCD penalty isn't really that big of a deal. So if you wanted to use it all the time, you could, but I think the idea is for you to like learn what the class does and like learn what abilities like go together, and then eventually use use your buttons on your own, right? But I don't know. Was it Dragonflight? Yeah, that sounds about right. I think it's a tool to use to learn or to like just chill when you're not trying to be like super optimal. But yeah, I'm alright with it existing. Again, anything that makes the game more approachable to new or returning players and it makes it less intimidating, so people can give it a try and realize that, like, you know, it's a really cool game and it's not scary. It's not too much for you to be able to learn. I think it's a good thing. I don't think that guy's just shooting us. Gotta slay totems, man. Just part of the deal. It's in the contract. Yeah, and the fact that arms doesn't need to have deep wounds on a target to actually do damage is also nice.
What took
You just like
so
tab
long,
execute, tab demolish.
The law will not fight me without you.
All right. The only thing about this guy is that he does totems. Okay, now we wait for this one. I'll do this one. There we go. There we go. That way we just don't blow them all up and kill you. Alright, sweet. This dungeon is really cool, yeah. I think all the dungeons that we've seen so far are pretty neat. Like Murder Row is kind of like funny with like the little jobs that you do in the middle and like talking to the snitches and stuff. It's, you know, it's kind of like an RP dungeon, but it's cool. Alright, this guy's gonna get blasted. This guy has cool mechanics. I don't think we're gonna make it to them though. Yeah, we are chonking.
Get behind me.
And I'm pretty sure it's the monk who's doing the big damn, but still. Roasted. Good job. That's a cool looking mob too. So he does like oh, whoa. Cool. He'll do like a little thingy and summon like little like dudes, and then they'll periodically charge this mob. Like sometimes you have to show block attacks for you, and sometimes you have to block attacks for her. It's kind of cool. I guess I already have a good trinket though. The thing is, this trinket is low eye level, but it's just a little bit broken, so you have to wear it. Like this thing procs 1479 strength, and I have 1395 strength total, so you can't really wear anything else right now. We'll see. We'll see. Once they nerf that or whatever, then we'll try a different trinket. But for now, we have to do what we have to do. No, the one button DPS rotation thing, it doesn't do optimal DPS, but if you're not very experienced or knowledgeable or whatever, it could be a DPS increase for you. But yeah, I think it's still cool that it exists. All right, GG's. That was big blasters. We're gonna keep blasting, but man, Colossus Arms Warrior is feeling nuts, huh?